Welcome to another customer self-service video. In this video, we will talk about a feature called report grades. Report grades are typically used when you need to score or grade a field within a report. Currently, without the use of report grades, you will not be able to automatically score or grade a specific field in a report, and there's a lot of manual processing required after you prepare the report in order for you to be able to get the grades. In order to solve this problem, SAP Ariba offers a reporting grade functionality. In this, you will be able to define the gradation pattern and allow the system to grade based upon the pattern which you have chosen. There are two patterns available for grading. The first is a linear pattern, and the second is a pattern based upon the delimiters or limiters. In the first pattern, you will be able to grade a field based upon gradual progression of a rank. And in the second type, you will be able to define specific data points and the limits based on which grades will be applied to the field. We will look at an example of how report grades can be considered and can be used in specific reports within the system. I have logged into the system and navigated to the prepackaged report section. Under the prepackaged report section, under System Usage and Benchmark Reports, you will find this report called Published Requisitions. Let us use this as an example for today's discussion. A published requisition report will give us details of all the requisitions which have been published in the recent past based upon the time frame which has been selected. In this report, you have details of the requisition, including the title, the date, the commodity, and also an important field as the requisition spent in US dollars. We will now apply report grades in this report and see how it works. My use case at the moment is to look at the requisition spend and introduce a grade based upon the requisition spend. In order to introduce a grade, I will click on the edit option. I will then navigate to the source data. Once I'm in the source data, I will scroll down and click on create new user defined field. Let me call this field grade. And the function name, I would say grade 0 to 100. Once you do this, you will see the grade function details which appear right below. You will need to select a data field. This data field is the basis on which the grade is designed. For instance, in this specific grade, if we'd like to look at the requisition price in USD, we will need to select what the requisition price would be. Let's select the requisition spend USD as our base data field for the grade. Now you can define how you would like the grades to progress, whether it can be linear or whether it's a data range. In a linear function, it would mean that you're defining the grade based upon the increasing value or decreasing value of the requisition spend. For instance, a lower requisition spend will attract a lower grade, and a higher requisition spend automatically will attract a higher grade. You can define the grades in the section below. You can define what would be your minimum and maximum grade between 0 and 100. In this scenario, I would like my minimum grade to be 0 and a maximum grade to be 5. I will also say that any requisition spend which is above 0 will get a grade, while the maximum requisition spend to get a grade will be 10 million. What this will do is it will grade the requisition spend field, introduce a new field called a grade, which basically contains the grade of the requisition spend field. In order to see this in action, let's click on Done and view the report. You will notice an all-new column called Grade. What this does is it grades the requisition spend field, and based on the value in the requisition spend field, it designs what the grade should look like. A higher requisition spend of $750,000 would garner a higher grade rating. A lower spend would garner a lower grade rating. In this way, the system automatically decides what the grade should be based upon our predefined criteria of the linear function which we selected earlier. You can use this in multiple similar use cases where you'd like to grade specific fields and columns and use that in your decision-making process. The report grades, along with report alerts, are useful functionality in allowing you to be able to summarize a report and also take effective decisions with minimal manual interference like you would have to do before. This is a simple gist of how the report grade functionality is available within the system today and can be leveraged. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to your customer's engagement executive, the SAP Ariba customer support team, or your consultant from the Best Practice Center. Thank you.